Hello everyone, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. So last time we left off, we were making black steel. And, well, as you can see, I've got it all set. We've got 2 extra leftover ingots of steel and 6 leftover ingots of weak steel. But I do have enough hematite to make some more pig iron if I do want to make black steel for whatever reason. I also noticed that the steel hammer has the stat there, the smithing bonus, of plus 15.5%. I did not notice that before, or maybe I did, but I don't remember noticing it. But regardless, we now have this. A black steel ingot. Or anvil. Wow, what am I talking about? So we can take this guy, replace him with this guy, put this all back in where it belongs, take this guy out and put him... Oh, I have a thing there now. What are you doing here? You go over here. And now... Oh, I don't really want you that way. Can I put you the other way around? Yes, much better. So I now have 14 steel just ready to be used. So, which is good because the ingredients to like blue steel and red steel involve both black steel and normal steel. But I guess also black steel requires steel, so that's a thing too. But yeah, anyway. So we now have our black steel anvil. So we can work black steel, we can weld blue steel, and we can weld red steel, and that's about that. So now I am recording this almost right after the last two, so that means I haven't really had the opportunity to get your guys' feedback on what I should be doing next. So right now I'm just kind of in a limbo situation here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start heading towards basalt rock. Which, oh wow, what was that? Okay. Let's see, do I have basalt marked? I have the basalt beach marked, but I don't want that. Salt, lime, basalt, and poor malachite. Where is that? That looks way east of us. I think we went there before and it didn't actually have the basalt. The salt, however you want to call it. Let's see here. What is this supposed to be? I don't know. Okay, so no, I have not marked it. So I'll just have to go in here and keep going north. Okay, that's clearly not the way. Over here. Yeah, over here. I'm looking for black beaches. There we go. The salt. 170. How far away is that? 4,000 blocks away? That's not too bad. I'll do a little bit of this walk on camera and then we'll just do the next one. And then I'll make it the rest of the way there, gather a bunch of basalt, and make it home off camera. And the next episode, I'll have your feedback on what we should do next. Or I'll have enough time to think of something I want to do myself, assuming you guys don't have anything you'd like to see. So yeah, that's that. So, on the way here, I am recording this on Tuesday following the release of Monday's episode. Like super early on Tuesday. I haven't even checked my channel to see how yesterday's episode was doing. But the big news about this being the Tuesday is that Tuesday is the day, January 26th. I know I'm dating myself and you shouldn't be doing that, but it is a bit of a marker for me because today is supposedly the day where we get the links to download our digital copies of Laser Team, which is the Rooster Teeth movie I helped back way back when, like over almost 2 years ago, I guess, is roughly about the time. I think it will be 2-3 years ago this summer. I think it's 2 years ago this summer. So, about a year and a half ago. Or more. Yeah, more. Slightly more. Just over 2.5 years ago. Or a year and a half ago. Sorry. So yeah, that'll be awesome. I live up in Canada, so there's no guarantee that I'll get my physical copy on the 27th. But yeah. That's what they've said to the backers, is that we get our digital copies available to us on the 26th, and we get our physical copies arriving somewhere around the 27th. So no guarantee. I'm really hoping it does, but I'll already have the digital copy by the end of the day, so hopefully anyway, assuming nothing goes wrong. And yeah, so that'll be cool. I think I have to start heading east now. Where am I? I gotta go... yeah, like that. Yeah. So yeah, definitely have to go east until I hit the ocean. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool. I'll let you guys know what I think about the movie, spoiler free, probably on Thursday's episode of Vanilla. And then I'll probably do a... wait, no, Thursday's episode of Vanilla, I already have like a talk plan for that. You know what? I'll do it on like... Thursday's episode of Feed the Beast. Yeah. So, if you want to hear my thoughts on Laser Team, that's the day to check it out. That'll be the spoiler-free version. I'll probably do the spoiler version on Sunday's episode of Vanilla. Is that too soon? That might be too soon. You know what? I'll do it a week from the day it's in theaters, which is Wednesday. So it'll be on Wednesday's episode of TFC will be my spoiler version. There you go. Decided. All set and done. Okay, what other news is there? I think things have been going pretty well for me. On YouTube and stuff like that. I'm by no means, what's the word? Well, I don't want to say by no means successful, because honestly, I'm pretty happy with how I've done. But I can't say that I'm like anywhere near being able to make a living off of this. Not unless I want to live in a third world country. Was that in poor taste? That might have been in poor taste. I apologize for that. I'm also kind of mumbling, which I apologize for. I should articulate more clearly. I decided to say in a weird voice that is probably very difficult to understand. In which case, I'll repeat myself. I should probably articulate more clearly. There you go. That is the proper way to do that. So yeah, I'm super excited about that movie, and that's about that. Also, last night was the return of the X-Files, and that was pretty awesome. my parents were huge fans of X-Files as it was first airing way back when I was super tiny. And yeah, so they got to see, you know, the series return, and with the original cast so far. Anyway, they haven't brought in, like, I thought it was going to be like anthology style, where they bring in a new cast of people who are kind of like aided sort of by the original cast, sort of like how the Heroes reboot is going. Or, well, I don't know, I haven't really kept up with Heroes, which kind of sucks, because I was watching it online with a local, well, not local, but like a broadcaster that distributes it, and all the episodes were available for up to a week after it aired for free online. And now that I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon, I can't do that anymore. They're all locked behind like a paywall of some sort. Like you have to register that you have to prove that you're registered with so and so. How close am I to the? I'm pretty close. You have to register that or you have to verify that you are registered with so and so cable provider so that you can access our site, the locked sections of our site. Blah 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 blah. And that is annoying. I mean, I can understand why they do it. They want, you know, rights with exclusive distribution rights with specific networks or cable providers and stuff like that. It gets them better stuff. They get their stuff pushed over like video on demand and stuff like that, like so on and so forth. But it is a pain. It does suck. But obviously they need to be able to make money off the stuff they're distributing, so they can't very well just give it up for free. But, you know, right now I guess my big wall for me finishing that series is going to be to wait for it to come on Netflix, if it ever does. If it doesn't, then that's going to be sucky. Oh, which, by the way, I was watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on Netflix, and strangely, they have all but the last, like, part of the series, which I thought was just, like, 2 or 3 more episodes, but it's apparently a full another 12 episodes, which is surprising to me, how quickly how long the climax of the series gets dragged out. But whatever. Not that it drags on or anything, but just that the fact that they managed to stretch what is basically seemed like, oh, they're gonna be able to wrap this up in like 2-3 episodes into, oh no, there's another 12, by the way. Good talk. So yeah, I found that really strange, considering the show's been over for like 4 or 5 years now, I think. When did it start? 2009? And they didn't do season releases, right? It was an episode a week until it was finished. So 64 weeks. So it would have ended somewhere probably early 2011 at the latest. So yeah, about 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years. I wasn't too far off. Could you not, buddy? I was low on vegetables, right? Yeah. I should probably get a little bit more distance between him and me before I check that out. No, I was not low on vegetables. Okay. But yeah, I found that strange. That all but like the very last end of Brotherhood was on Netflix. So the reason I'm rewatching it is I was trying to find a way that you can combine both series together. Both series together, the original 2000 2005, 2003 series. I can't remember what year it was started. But the original anime series that was given its own original plot because they decided not to wait for the source material to finish, which I think was a good idea. Because honestly, if the show had gone on hiatus until it was, all set and done, that's, it's a long wait. It can really suck. I say as someone who's currently waiting for season 3 of Sword Art and Log Horizon. So I think it was a good call. I do, however, prefer the later end of Brotherhood, but I prefer the early end of the original series because it was paced a whole lot better. Brotherhood just seems so rushed all the time. Okay, so everything still moves while I open my map. So that sucks. You know what? Just follow your damn marker. So yeah, I was trying to find a way where I could get the same story elements that are rushed out of Brotherhood back into, I'm gonna die here, aren't I? I was trying to get a way to get the original storylines that were in the full series, the first series, and get the plot line of Brotherhood without having to, leave out a whole ton of the character development moments. And I found a way that was pretty decent, but they still left out a character who ends up being like part of the gang by the end of the series. So I haven't settled on the fact that it's the best way to view the two series together, but it is definitely a way to view the series together. And I have it written down somewhere, but I don't have it on hand. Actually, I think I have it on a document, so let's see if I can't pull that up. So yeah, it's like episodes 1 and 2 of the original, and then episode 2 of Brotherhood. But you stop before the alchemy exam because it feels super rushed. And then 5, 6, 7 of the original. And then 5, 6 of Brotherhood. 13 of the original. And 7 of Brotherhood. And then continue with Brotherhood from there. Which I thought was a pretty decent way of viewing it. There was a few continuity problems, but overall it didn't feel too jarring. It still misses the introduction of Yoki in Brotherhood. And I think this way of viewing, you don't even get the small little flashback of him. Well, I guess you have him recounting his story from his point of view, but you never get the actual events. So there's just kind of this character that shows up that is just there in Brotherhood, which is super off-putting. So I'll probably keep trying to find a way to get that better sorted out, because honestly, Brotherhood's first half is just too rushed. It's way too rushed. And I don't blame them for doing that. They assume you've seen the original series, and I had the first time that I watched Brotherhood, and I was perfectly fine with Brotherhood. But if you try to go through it again at a later date, your mind isn't in the mode where it's like fill in the gap mode. It's let's enjoy this mode, and those little breaks can be a little bit immersion breaking. So yeah, those are the things that I'm talking about, and that was today's episode, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna end it here. It's a little bit early, but by the time I get my introduction out, it'll probably be a full episode's length. So my outro, not intro. So I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff as always. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment. I need to know where I should go from here. If you guys are interested in seeing any features that I haven't tackled or so on and so forth before we jump to the end of the tech tree, let me know. I'd really like to get something to work on because I'm going to have to gather so many resources to move on to the next tech level. It'd be nice to have something to do while I'm working on that stuff. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.